What is up, guys? Welcome to another Pitbox video series episode. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin, mainly because of two reasons. The first one, which is one we're not going to get into this video, it's because of Bitcoin dominance has been on the rise for the past week. So Bitcoin has been performing good against the rest of the crypto market. And the second one, because this current week, it's a week which is filled with macro data, news, and events. Tomorrow, we're going to have an FOMC meeting from the Fed and also a CPI print. So the price has been falling and down marking for the past couple of days, which is really common to see in this cycle heading into an FOMC meeting. It's what happened before the meeting in May and the meeting right before that one. So it's not news right now for market participants to see some hedging or some selling going into this kind of meetings. And regarding price, you're failing to hold $69,000 level and the 67,500 bucks level, which are significant levels from history. From the 2021 second top, you'll see the all-time high and the highest daily candle close from the previous cycle. So you would like to see those levels hold in order to see Bitcoin trading into price discovery. But for the time being, they're being rejected. You can also appreciate that we have rejected once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, and 6 times the top of this descending range or bull flag. Actually, we discussed on stream yesterday that this was getting really tight, so a resolution was coming in the following days, and today we had the release with a 3% plus dump on BTC and even worse on a lot of large altcoins even. So I don't think it's any news that we had this kind of hedging or selling going to FOMC because most likely, or what we're expecting to see, it's to see price recover and form a bottom after the meeting tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be a lot of volatility tomorrow as well when we get the CPI print and then when we see the news from the Fed. But after that one, I think shorts are going to settle, and I think we're going to see a bounce and come test this critical level of 69,000 K again, and hopefully rival this top part or higher part of this ascending channel and have a definitive breakout from this range that has been lasting for around 100 days. The summer has been getting really tiresome and boring within the crypto market, having this kind of price action. So I think the breakout, it's going to be within the next month or so, hopefully to the upside. And I'm going to show you why I think that in the following minutes. I'm going to clean up this chart. So this is the P-cycle top indicator. Here, these two EMAs. I'm going to turn it on again. So this indicator was launched in 2019, and it was readjusted to fit into the 2017 cycle top and the 2014 cycle top as well. So it didn't print this top on live, if you could say like that, on live market, but it did catch this top on 2021 when the indicator was already running. It didn't catch the second top here, but this top, it almost caught it to 1 or 2 days of difference. So that's pretty incredible. So this two EMAs have been respected so far within the cycle, and we have a really similar setup to 2017 post halving and post all-time high sweep, and I'm going to show you why immediately. So in this case, you had a run into all-time highs, you tapped and swept the green EMA of the P-cycle top indicator, failed to break out above it, and came back down to the orange EMA, found support, and had an immediate run into range highs where you're currently sitting right now, and trying to maybe come back down to find support at the orange EMA. So what is similar to the 2017 run? Well, we're going to have a take a look at the price action from March. So in March, here you have the all-time highs. You came in here, swept the all-time highs. You didn't tap the green EMA in this case, but you swept the all-time highs, failed to have a breakout, and came back down to your orange EMA, found support at it, and went back to range highs again, where you couldn't break out on the first attempt. So you had somewhat of a sell-off here, a little bit of reaccumulation, and then you had a big upmark into a parabolic run that ultimately broke all-time highs and sent BTC on a blow-off top, at least a blow-off local top here. You had this incredible performance here from $1,300 to almost $3,000 here, actually. So this is really similar, as you can see here. I don't think this wick it's correct. This might be a market glitch, but you came back here to a test of the all-time highs again, failed to have a breakout, and then you reaccumulated for a few more days, and then you just had that breakout that everyone has been expecting for so long. And if you see, this probably took shorter, but if you see how long we stayed within that range, it's at around 55 days. So half of the time, more or less, that we're spending right now. But you can see that this took some time as well. So going back to the current cycle, you're currently here after the second attempt to break out of the all-time highs and failed. And maybe this is your small reaccumulation area before having a real breakout to the upside and come test the upper side, or basically the green EMA, which is sitting at $89,000 at around $90,000 for just one Bitcoin. So support, I would say, is really close. I expect to find support somewhere around here. Maybe we fall down below it, have a candle close below it to scare everyone. Who knows? But I think this orange EMA is going to get reclaimed if we lose it, and then you're just going to trend higher into this green EMA, and hopefully have that blast off into that blow off top, like in 2017. And actually in 2017, it didn't just have one blow off top. It had like 4 of them. If you can count them, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, and the large 5th one. So maybe we get just one blow off top, or maybe 2. I don't think we're going to get the same run, because Bitcoin is a way larger asset class than when it was here trading in July 2017. But if you get that blow off top, maybe you're gonna come back and test the orange EMA again, and we'll see if it holds. And you also will need to pay attention on how compressed the P cycle top indicator EMAs are getting. If they're getting too compressed, maybe maybe the top is closer than what we expect, but that's something for the future. That's what I am focusing right now, is just on this setup right here and the orange EMA holding. And you will be wondering, hey Pitbox, what's the invalidation to your scenario? So basically, my invalidation to this whole thesis is just price not being able to hold the orange EMA. If you start to lose the orange EMA and get significant daily candle closes below it, or just a significant amount of candles just failing to confirm the orange EMA as support, and then maybe if you get a back test of the orange EMA as resistance, then maybe you could start invalidating this whole 2017 thesis bull run basically for this year, and start maybe thinking of maybe a bear market rally or an impulse that's going to need further consolidation before heading into price discovery with strength. That's the thesis of Benjamin Cohen. He's been pretty vocal about this whole run being a bear market rally, like the one that we had in 2017. I mean, in 2019. And you can see here that this one had a back test to your green EMA. We didn't have one, but when we came into orange EMA, you had a bounce, which was pretty weak. We actually came into range highs on this occasion, and then you just basically stayed around the orange EMA after this bounce, and you started to lose it, and then you backtested as resistance here after a down mark, and that's when a big downtrend began into fresh lows, and then another bearish backtest of the orange EMA into another lower low until the beginning of 2020, and whatever happened later on with COVID and the next basically halving and the new cycle that began after the halving. And you'll see that the green EMA continued to go higher while the orange EMA came down, worked as support again, and until you came back for another test at the green EMA at around all-time highs, where you had this breakout into a blow-off top. So my invalidation for this whole scenario will be us failing to hold the orange EMA and having a backtest as resistance. I would think that you're going to need more consolidation, more time within this cycle's range before heading into that expansion in price. So we're pretty close to that invalidation, so that's really good. It's not that you're too far away to know, but I expect this orange EMA to hold and to catch some bids like the same in here that it did in the 1st of May and at around January 23rd, where it almost tapped the orange EMA. So this could also not get tapped. It could just come close to it, but we'll see this week. It's just a couple days ago. And I also lean towards the bullish scenario because of the high time frame trend, which is to the upside. If you also look at the 2-month chart, it has a really interesting setup. This 2-month candle will close in 19 more days. So that's when it's going to get confirmed. And if it closes like this, it will be a bullish engulfing candle of the previous 2-month close. And also closing at around the 69 points on the RSI, which is right around entering the 70 points level for the RSI. And as you can see, each time that the 2-month candle has entered the 70-point level on the RSI, a lot of price appreciation has happened, and basically an explosive parabolic run has continued or begun. And you're also continued to build positive momentum in the MACD histogram. So having this confluence on the 2-month chart and also the uptrend that we have here, I think that the trend is our friend still. So I think the higher chances of this price action is to have a resolution to the upside. And finally, I think that we have macro factors pointing to the bullish case because we have flat interest rates still, which are good for risk assets. You saw that happened in 2020. It was 0% rates, but still they were flat, and that was a good performance for risk on assets. Actually, the S&P futures did an all-time high today, so you see that stocks continue to have strength, and I think that's coming for crypto soon after this long range. And also, on a second note, your post halving, the same that in 2020 and the same in 2017. So I'm expecting we're not going to have to reaccumulate much longer before going into that bull market parabolic run that everyone has been waiting for. So that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I would really appreciate if you leave me a comment, if you like the video, if you share my channel with your friends. It helps me a lot with growing my channel. You know, it's really hard when you're a small account. So thank you for sticking with me. I'll see you guys today at the stream. I stream every day, Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I go through the markets, mostly of crypto markets, and I also look at some stocks and indices when they are interesting to look at. So it's going to be it for me today. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.